Hello and welcome to today's quick video where I just want to show two pens alongside each other. These are two Pilot pens. These are two of the flagship Pilot models. We have the Pilot Custom 823 here on top and the Pilot Custom 845 Urushi here on the bottom. I love both of these pens. I've had the 823 for a number of years now, and I recently acquired the 845 thanks to a viewer who had one for sale at a price I couldn't say no to. They're both in the black with the gold trim, which I really enjoy. Obviously, these are at a slightly different price point. The 845 Urushi is realistically kind of close to double the price of the 823, but you get a wonderful pen for it. Now, this isn't a review of both models. I just wanted to show them in comparison to show the similarities and the differences. So basically, they are roughly the same length. Let's pull up a size comparison here. And for the sake of the exercise, we'll put it alongside a Lamy Safari because that is the standard. That is my Frankenfari, where I've taken bits and pieces of other Lamy Safaris and put them together. So you see they are good sized pens. They're quite long. They've got good girth. The biggest visible difference between these two pens is the fact that the 823 has the rounded edge ends and the 845 has the flat ends. But they both have very similar cap bands and clips, and the rings are sort of the similar sort of shape and profile and everything. Now the 823 is a vac filling pen. So it has an internal vac mechanism which I can't activate because it is inked. And the 845 here is a cartridge converter pen, and I've got the Con 70 converter in there, which is the push style one. So you don't have the internal inking mechanism, but that converter does hold quite a lot of ink. Now, if I put it so that the caps line up there, you see that the clip on the 823 is slightly lower than the 845, and the piston knob band there is slightly further up the barrel. So there's simple little differences in terms of the size of the pen. Uncapped, they're a good sized pen, and they come about the same size as a Lamy Safari there. It feels so weird comparing these pens to a Lamy Safari. They're such vastly different pens. I'm only comparing it for size because so many people know the size of the Lamy Safari there. But they have this Pilot size 15 nib, which is great, with the gold, the plain gold nib there, and then the two-tone gold nib on the 845. The other biggest difference with the nibs is that the 845 has an 18 karat gold nib, and the 823 has a 14 karat gold nib. So you're also paying for that kind of upgrade in the price. Now I have the 823 in a broad and I have the 845 in a fine, so they're going to write very differently. But the feeling on the page in terms of the suspension of the nib is quite similar. I'd say that the fine is very fine though on the 845 there. You can see the sections are relatively the same, and the 845 has slightly longer set of threads than the 823 as well. These are both beautiful pens, beautifully made pens, flagship pens, great in the hand, great writers, and those are the basic differences. I should say one other difference between the two pens is the materials. The 845 is made from ebonite and coated with an Urushi lacquer, whereas the 823 is a transparent resin pen. But because the build quality is so good for both pens, they both feel excellent in the hand. So let's do a quick writing sample now, and we'll start with the Pilot Custom 823. As I said, this is in a broad nib, and this is the 14K gold Pilot nib, and the ink in this is it's a Sailor ink made in conjunction with Cult pens, and it is Iris. I've had this I've gone through 2 fills of this ink in this pen. I think it's absolutely perfect for it. You can hear how smooth that nib is. It's laying down a really nice amount of ink. I really love the 823 model, and I love that big, lovely, broad nib. And then if we look here now at the Pilot Custom, 845 Urushi with a fine nib, and this is 18 karat gold. The ink in this is Pilot Iroshizuku. Sorry about that. Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku. And do a quick writing sample. So there is a little bit more feedback on this nib. As you can see, it is much, much finer. The fine to the broad, big jump up. But once again, it lays down a lovely amount of ink. It's a smooth feedback. And you can feel a slight, it's not soft, it's not springy, it's not flexed, nothing like that. But I call it a suspension in the nib. And it just means that your writing experience on the page has a nice sort of, you know, not even a bounce, but like just a gentle sort of wave across the page. It's really lovely. These Pilot 15 nibs, both the 14K and the 18K here, are absolutely lovely. So this was just a very quick video showing the two of the pens I love and the slight differences in the models. If you're tossing up between the two, these are the kinds of things you can expect to see. So this was the Pilot Custom 845 Urushi and the Pilot Custom 823. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Get in touch if you'd like to support the channel. If you've got anything you'd like me to look at, let me know. Yeah, in the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.